Hello everyone, Vibius is back here again, comrades, for once more. This time I'll show you a game I got from Chinu again. It's Chinu playing with Frantic inspecting him. Chinu is going to show you guys a very good boom. He gave me this game. He only gets one time pop blocked or something like that, and his booming is insane, I can tell you. I've watched it one time before. I talked with him about it. He gave me some answers and stuff to things I didn't know yet. So here we got Chinu playing as the Vikings. We got at red we have Princess, also of Noah, playing as Spanish. At the green side we have the Koreans, and for cyan we have the Japanese. So we see getting all the sheeps, not exploring with the sheeps as it is Black Forest and played explored, so it's not needed. Putting up a lumber camp. Let's fast forward a little because the start and every game is almost the same for everyone. Let's refresh the score before I forget to. They're telling where to wall, of course, like always. You should try to wall at the Black Forest game. Also lots of boar here. Let's fast forward again a little bit further, getting 3 onto 4 onto wood, luring his first boar, having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 villagers here onto foot, 1 going bushes, and keeping 1 on each sheep. He was already busy so they don't deplete, and having 5 on the boar. 4's dropping off so he can keep up his villager creation. We'll see this town center being active the entire game. First wall up for Cyan, and Princess playing as red is also going to put the town center up. And Cyan heavily walling at the side of Chinu as he is topping the score at the moment. Let's fast forward again a little bit, luring his second boar. Getting a house up for not getting pop blocked. Walling all over the place here. Second wood camp up for Chinu at 2 different spots. Let's fast forward again a little bit. At 22 villagers, he'll probably go and advance at 26 or 25. 26, and he's going for 1 more, so at 27 we'll see him advancing. Also going for these deer as they are an easy resource, and luring the deers close to the town center using his scout cavalry. Fast forwarding again a little bit and advancing to the feudal age at about 10 minutes with 27 population. Going here with the scout to see if the enemy won't attack him and to keep on the defense. So advancing with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 farms up, 5 people going for deer, still 2 on sheeps and 4 on berries. We got 8 people on wood and 2 on stone, because you'll want some people on stone if you're going to boom, so even easily be able to put up 3 or 4 town centers. So let's fast forward this again a little bit. More and more farms coming up as the deers and sheep are depleting. Keeping on creating villages and directly starting to build a market and a blacksmith where he'll be able to sell resources to get his goal to advance. Making 2 villagers we see here to be able to keeping his town center busy as long as possible. And this market almost being constructed. No, it's being constructed. I'm probably gonna sell some stone and maybe some wood. Yes, it was only stone getting sold. So we see him already going to castle at 30 minutes in the game. So you could say a fast castle, and the obvious choice as after a normal fast castle is to start producing units and start booming. So we have big, well, not that big wallings, but we have wallings at all the sides here, and a wall close here, losing quite some map control, losing 2 boars, a relic and some stone, but mainly going to focus here on the booming from Chinu. Getting a house up again for not getting pop blocked, and also setting another farm. He also showed me a technique for most effectively farming around mills, which I didn't know yet, which I will show pretty soon. Let's fast forward again up a little bit, having 3 onto stone now at the moment and a few more onto wood, as you want to be able, once reaching castle, to be able to put out all those stone centers. So we'll immediately see him going to put up a town center here for easy access to gold and wood. You always want to get your villagers that you create from your town centers to immediately go to a certain resource. I prefer to set them immediately on wood. So we have a second town center coming up. So we have 3 town centers at total when these will be up, and he'll also put one over here, I think. So we have keeping this town center busy, and once a tip I can give you once you are booming is never try to have too much wood. Always try to have under 200 or 100, so you can keep on creating farms and stuff like that, so you can keep on producing villagers and units if needed. So we have 4 town centers at total once they will all be built, and all these town centers will be kept busy. So here we see 1 town center going towards gold and building some farms, of course, too. But the town center is set onto gold, and always set a leaf point of your buildings towards a resource for your town centers. And while being busy, keep upgrading your buildings like lumber camps and mills and such, so you keep having a better economy. Again, building a house so you won't get pop blocked, because at this point now you'll probably have 2 builders all the time or so from making houses and stuff, because you have 4 town centers, which mean you make quite a lot of units in a short time. So let's fast forward again a little bit. So we'll mainly see now getting villages created and more farms coming up and more wood collecting, and some on gold here. He left his stone mining because he won't build a 5th one. He said to me he would build a 5th one if he was going to make castle age units, which means castle units, so he would have set a town center extra onto stone. But he's not doing that this game, and he's keeping on producing villagers and making farms and so on, as you want a good food income and a good wood income to boom mainly, and get some on gold too. So he's keeping on creating villagers and all his town centers. So really great boom. Not getting pop blocked yet until now. Getting a mill up here, and I'll immediately show what he meant. So you got only 4 sides of a mill, of course, and he sets a farm at each side in a circle, like you would do at your town center. Only your town center is bigger and you can do more. And this way they have the smallest drop off time for running around. So any farm extra would take longer to walk towards your mill, which reduces the amount of income over time. So keeping on producing these units, building a mining camp here to also take this gold, and building a second mining camp, well, not a second but a mining camp, and having a town center so to minimize the drop off time again. And here again we see this tactic getting used for farms over here. You can build farms on hills all the way you want. It's not like certain buildings that they will not be able to be built on hills, or bug out anyway. Having the first pop block here, but he was already building 2 houses at the time being. So now the pop block is done, and this will be the only pop block. Now we'll mainly keep on continue doing this, building more farms and houses. Each time we see him building a new mill with 4 farms, we'll see him also building 2 houses, which is a great technique to not get pop blocked. So if we fast forward here again a little bit, I think he'll go up to 100 villagers and then try to advance and keep on creating villagers until he has 120. So we see him here building the 2 buildings needed for going up to the Imperial Age, and he also has all the resources he needs. So immediately when the university was built from Chinu, he started advancing somewhere. Here we see it, and he's keeping on producing villagers in 1, 2, 3 town centers until he will have about 120 or so, I think. He's also again going for stone, and he hasn't walled here yet because he's just booming, and his enemy really should have attacked while he was seeing he was booming so heavily, because if you look at the score, he has a lead now of 700 only on the economically side, and having quite a few onto gold, setting another town center, also going for gold, and keeping on building houses to prevent from getting pop blocked. Let's fast forward again a little bit. He'll probably also try to build a barrack somewhere while going to the Imperial Age, so he can keep on producing units like we see getting or happening over here. We see Siege Workshop making battering rams, which can get upgraded to is it siege rams? Yeah, I think it's siege rams for the Vikings, and also building archery ranges, so we'll probably see those arbalasts very soon. So we see him keeping on creating villagers while going up. So he's at 130 now, with only 1 military unit and his scout, of course, and building a second siege workshop. He saw his enemy walled quite heavily, but didn't upgrade his walls yet. So he'll probably, in the first place, don't go for siege rams. So now we have about, when these villagers will be created, we'll have about 120 villagers. And keeping on upgrading your lumber camp and mill and mining camps, of course, is very important. And he's moving in with his 2 battering rams, and let's see what his enemy will do. He's getting up, the enemy is getting up a market road, and he's moving in with 1 villager. Let's see what this villager will do. He'll probably start a French warfare by walling quite heavily, and Princess is now also making military buildings to go in and attack soon. We also have a man canal coming up, and we got the upgrade to Capit rams. So we see here these villagers trying to wall off again. So, and we're going to see these siege rams probably because Chinu thinks he'll be trying to do a French warfare by keeping on walling and walling and walling, and we are seeing the arbalasts, which are getting upgraded, of course, by the blacksmith. And getting more houses and more houses. Like I said, we'll only see 1 pop block actually through the entire game from Chinu, so it's quite a good strategy from the mills and the house building at the same time, and to prevent the drop-off time with the mills. So guys, I think this is quite a very good a way of booming you saw here. I'll try to make a guide on it a certain day, I'm not sure when. He's keeping on creating siege rams, mainly because he's seeing that Salius, the Cyan player, is really starting to do a French warfare, which just keeping on building walls and walls and walls. But if these walls are not upgraded, they don't have any chance against the siege rams. So yeah, well, this will be a good game probably pretty soon, so I'll just fast forward it, because it's not mainly about the attack here, but it's mainly about the extremely good booming here, a flawless boom from Chinu. So keep on getting your lumber camps closer to get the drop off time to be smaller and smaller as we get further, and try to get some relics also, because eventually gold will run out and you'll have to start getting your gold income from your monastery, from the relics, and from your markets of your trade route. That's moving in here with all these siege ramps doing massively damage and building forwardly into the enemy base, and having all these arbalists fighting here while the enemy didn't have an army up yet. So this was it, pretty much. So great booming from Chinu. I hope you guys had something about it. Yeah, comrades, I'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe if you want to. I really appreciate that if you do so. I love you guys. So, bye.